What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Action Sunday. Today, I am looking at another, cast member of the Expendables with their signature work or any of their works. So today I'm changing actors again. Last week I looked at Jason Statham. Today I'm going to look at another guy, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which was the other big one that stood out amongst this entire cast in the Expendables. Well, the first one. So why the heck not? So let me talk about Steve Austin for a little bit. Of course, he is the man. He is the rattlesnake, the Austin 316, all that, the beer drinking, ass kicking Hellraiser. And now, let's see. Now he's doing movies. So, well, let's see. Since his retirement in, I'm going to get this wrong, 2003 or 2004, around that time, he was wrestling sporadically. He's now decided to follow the footsteps of his fellow friend, The Rock, and decided to take up some movies. And of course, he has produced some interesting movies over the course of the years, but the one I'm looking at is this one, Hunt to Kill. And I've seen this one like a few times, and every time I see it, I feel like there's something about it that I either like about it or something I hate about it. But of course, after so many views of this movie, here's something I'm officially going to say, is that this was definitely not Steve Austin's strongest, but although there was some good, strong moments throughout the movie that I thought like Austin really hits the whole badass thing perfectly. And for those of you that are not familiar with Hunt to Kill, okay, so in this movie, Steve Austin plays a U.S. Border Patrol agent, and supposedly he's trying to take care of his rebellious daughter. Of course, well, it's just him and his daughter, and somehow a group of fugitives are on the run, and somehow they need to cross the border to get into Canada, and so they hold him hostage as well as his daughter. And it's like, hey, if you don't do what we tell you, we will kill you. We will kill her. So it's essentially kind of like an adventure in the jungle. I wouldn't say not jungle, more like the Midwest. Okay, this takes place in Montana, even though you can clearly tell it's filmed in Canada. So. And I feel like this entire movie was more like a cheap Rambo knockoff mixed in with a little bit of Predator because, if that makes any sense, or Predator or Commando, anything like that. So it's hitting all the action cliches, but it's not Rambo, okay? It's just Steve Austin being Steve Austin, and the only enemy he has are these fugitives, and the setting is really cool. I really like that, but I don't know. It's just, there's something about it that just really misses the mark, but there are some entertaining moments. Okay, like the villain is just. I've said this before about villains. They are they can really are the glue that holds the movie together, especially with this guy, Gil Bellows, I believe is his name. He plays this really good villain, but I find him a little cliche at times. But my goodness, that laugh that he has is just missing. That face, his facial features just says all. It's like, oh, good golly, this guy is a freaking killer. He's gonna do anything he can to get in his power to get what he wants, and that is, hey, we need to get across the border, okay? We're on the run. We gotta do this. Help us out, and yeah. It's all that, but then you got there's a bit of comic relief moments, but I'm like, it just doesn't sell with me. But in the end, it's a really good, like bone chilling ending that really just leaves you, oh yeah, this is good. But at the moment, it's like, okay, it's a typical thing. He survives. That's it. Enough said. Cut to black. That's it. Go on with your life. So yeah, it's pretty much that, and I don't know. I don't know. I've always had mixed feelings about this movie, but if you get a chance to watch it, I'd say give it a watch if you want to. But the only disappointment is that if you're expecting something to be like Rambo, it's not going to be Rambo. Okay, so of course, I'm comparing two different things. Okay, it's pretty much similar plots and settings, but that's pretty much it. But of course, Rambo is Rambo. This ain't Rambo. This is just a cheap knockoff, but with Steve Austin. So, of course, here's the thing. Austin's acting is sometimes hit or miss, okay? That's pretty much all I gotta say. Go if you want to check it out. You go if you can find it. It's floating around somewhere, okay? But check it out if you can. I'm gonna give Hunt to Kill. I'm gonna give Hunt to Kill maybe a 4.5 out of 10 because it has some moments, but it really needs to work out the kinks, okay? But anyway, that's us for this week. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome videos.